How's it going, everyone? TheOdie here. So in this final part of The Hanged Man, we are going to get the full library scene, the extra scene which will occur when we solve the demon puzzle, and the final good ending too. There won't be as much commentary on this episode as my previous part. However, at the very end, I will give my full thoughts. Alright? So, other than that, enjoy!
Damn it, you little... You were...
Well, this is a surprise. Didn't expect I'd see you here, Robert. I thought you were staying at the hotel. What happened to that subordinate I assigned to guard you?
What? Eric? He fell asleep in the car. More importantly, why are you here?
Maybe I'm thinking the same thing you are.
Huh?
I've been researching here and there, but unfortunately, there aren't many clues to his whereabouts. I might be done with this photo too.
That's...
It was in his room. I assume you're familiar with it.
Are you saying that little photo brought you all the way out here?
If it were just a photo of a building, I wouldn't bother, but this name caught my attention.
George Schmid? What about him?
He was one of the culprits in the incident 15 years ago.
Well, I know that, but what connections are you suggesting between a 15-year-old case and this one?
I suspect there's not a direct one. Still, there's a shortage of clues on him. I have to pay attention to the trivial details. To tell the truth, I'd love to take you to the station right now and ask about your rebellious behavior, but alas, I'm planning on digging for clues a little more.
So you do suspect me. I told you if you want to talk, do it through my lawyer.
I don't necessarily suspect you, but we're in no situation for people to be slinking around suspiciously. Like this guy here.
Who's that?
Just a runaway. Will, leave. Be quick about it.
What are you doing there?
There's a ladybug.
Hey, there sure is. It's cute. So, why are you here?
'Cause my dad died.
I see.
I don't really get it. What does it mean he died? Did Dad go somewhere?
He went above the sky, I guess.
If I took an airplane, could I go see him? I'm too scared to get on airplanes.
There's no need for that. You'll meet him someday.
What's it like above the sky? Can I get there too?
It's a good place, but you can't be going there yet. Only good men can go there.
Good men? Is Dad a good man?
I
don't know. Can you tell me something? What kind of person was your dad? Did he play with you a lot?
Yeah, he played with me all the time. Dad likes to fish. He takes me with him, but it's sort of boring. But see, he drives me there, down to the lake. And I like cars, so it's really fun.
I see. Then your dad must be a good man. I'm sure he's waiting for you there, above the sky. Once you become an adult, and a good man, it might be nice if you go visit him.
My name's Will. Actually, it's William, but everybody calls me Will. Who are you, mister?
I'm David. David Hoover. See you, Will.
The rope's a little long. Will, do you have a knife or something? Lend it to me. Now I'll hang you up and cut open your stomach. That's what Mr. George did, right here. It said so in the notebook, too. It might hurt, but it'll be over quick. Just endure it. Thank you, Will. I'm really glad I met you.
Keith!
Don't move. I'll untie the rope.
Keith! Keith! Get up! Come on! What do I do? I need to get away from here. But... What should I do?
Ah, jeez, I can't stand to watch this. Looks like you've gotten yourself in one heck of a mess while I've been running around, eh, Will?
Pop! Please help me! I don't know what I should do. Tell me!
Use your head. You can't be relying on me forever.
I can't! I can't do anything!
Oh, really? You realize if you do nothing, that guy'll kill you?
I don't want that.
Well, you could always just save yourself.
No! I definitely don't want Keith being killed!
Then you better do something. He'll come back while you're dawdling. Oh, fine. I'll give you a hint. Beat it!
Huh? What are you talking about? I can't run away and leave Keith behind.
Will. You're a clumsy coward. Running's your strong suit, right? Just gotta add a little courage to it. I've given you enough hints now. To protect the guy, you gotta run. You get me?
I see what you're saying. But if I mess up... I know. I'll look for a weapon.
Don't even think about it. Sure, even a rat like me can bite back at a cat when he's cornered. But what happens after that? Once you taste blood, you'll do it again. Will, you've been kept up in your room, looking out the window, and you felt like that showed you what the world was, so you despaired. You're scared, afraid that man's hanging from the tree outside, wondering if you'll end up like that too. But that window's fogged up. You gotta leave the room on your own 2 feet. So take the first step. You're not a guy who's taken by delusions and hurts people. Ain't that right? Show 'em the funky strength of your fight.
Will,
Keith!
hide somewhere. Look for a chance to get out of here. Don't let Edward find you.
But what are you gonna do? Once he comes back, he might kill you.
You don't have to worry for a grown-up kid. Think about your own safety.
But...
Listen. Your father died when you were young, but I know he never wanted you to die like this. So, do what I'm telling you. Please.
You're right. But I could tell you the same thing. I know your son wouldn't want you to die like this. I'm going to get his attention and lead him away from here. That way he won't come near you. While I do that, you hide. And when you can, get out of this building.
Stop. Don't be rash.
Keith. Thanks for protecting me. Again and again. I'm glad I can meet you.
Will!
Don't cry. Stop shaking. You can do this. You gotta do this. I know you can definitely do this. Yeah, show 'em, Will. Go show them how you're not a useless brat.
Will.
Hey, asshole! You want to kill me, right? Go ahead and try, but I bet you can.
I told you, you shouldn't use bad words. I really hate them.
Oh yeah? So what? You think I care what you like or hate? I'm not gonna play along with your shitty philosophy. I'm not like you.
Will!
You angry? Just try and catch me! Dumbass! This way, stupid!
I was so worried I couldn't help but come back, but I wonder if Will is still here. I hope he doesn't yell at me like, "Don't come back." He may be cowardly, but he can really get angry. Kind of cute in a small animal way, but...
Mr. Keith? What happened? Those wounds.
Sophie, lend me a hand.
Will.
Keith should be long gone by now. I told him to run away while I was leading you around. There's no point in just hanging me, right? So this is it for you! Ed... I was always uneasy. I was worried I was delusional and nuts. So the fact that you believed me about Pop and understood what I was saying, it made me happy. But it's no good. If you completely go into your own world, you're ultimately going to be all alone. You can't keep living like that. You won't have faith in yourself. I need to get out of the room I've been in. I need to become an adult. Don't you too? Sacrificing someone won't make you happy. Even if it does, you'll definitely regret it someday. Especially when you're as kind as you are. You need to leave that rundown place and shake off those delusions haunting you. Atone for your crimes, Ed. That's what you need now.
Help me, Will. I don't know what to do anymore. I know there's something wrong with me, but then what should I do? Dad and Rob, they're gone. No one can tell me anymore. Please, listen to what I'm saying. There's no other way.
Even if you become happy that way, it'll still just be you. You'll always be all alone. And someday, you'll end up hanging yourself. I don't want that at all. I'll never be a hanged man!
Will, are you okay?
Sophie! Keith! I...
You did good. Huh. That was pretty cool.
Will!
Jeez, I can't stand to watch this. Don't cry.
Is somebody there?
Over here, Will.
Mr. Rat, you can talk?
Hey, Will. Why are you crying?
It's been a while since Dad died, but I still get really lonely sometimes. I think maybe I'll never see Dad again.
Hey now, what's crying going to do for you? Your dad's just gone on a long journey. You'll definitely meet him again someday. To get ready for then, you gotta be a real good man, Will.
A real good man?
I was just thinking about how he could escape from this cage, but I'll put that off. I'll be someone you can talk to for a while. So don't cry all by yourself, Will.
Your stories are always really funny. Oh, Billy talked to me a lot too, but it's a lot more fun talking with you.
Old Billy, eh? Of course that old man's preaching is boring.
Come to think of it, I haven't seen Billy since you came. Or Mime, or Murdoch, or Misery.
Yeah, they won't be coming back no more, because I sort of came in their place.
What do you mean?
Meetings and farewells come in sets, and it'll be the same for me. Someday I'll leave your side.
You're going away?
Of course. After all, I'm a world-traveling super rat. Can't just sit still in one place. I'll stick with you for now because you're pitiful, but I'm planning to set out again soon.
Don't go. I don't want to be alone. I'm lonely. Dad left me without saying anything. Mom might do the same thing. And people say I'm a weirdo who talks to nothing. I have a few friends at school, but I don't have any friends I could tell the truth to. I'm scared that someday I'll be really, really alone. If that happens, what should I do?
Will. Didn't I tell you? You gotta be a real good man. A real good man knows there are hellos and goodbyes. He takes action and tries to see the world for himself. Sure, there's a lot of people who will leave you, but there'll be a lot of people you meet too, see? Hey, Will, you realize that? You're a real clever guy. You're not just a scaredy cat. You're super sensitive to your feelings and changes around you. You think hard about even the smallest things. You try to figure out what happens and why it's that way, and you give it a name and make it yours. Those are your treasures, the essential pillars of your world. But whatever you do, those pillars crumble. You gotta get new ones, or else you can't keep up with the world. You gotta meet lots of people, experience lots, and keep your world fresh. Do that and you'll never be alone. So listen, Will, you should never despair all alone. You can't hide in your own world. When you're uneasy, you can always remember me, the super rat who gives your little self courage.
I know. I know, Pop. I knew this moment would come for a long time. It's time for us to part. I know that, but I hope you forgive me for still clinging on to you. It's just, I wanted to say goodbye.
Does your injury still hurt?
It's better when I'm moving around instead of sitting still. Maybe it'd hurt less if you gave it a little kiss.
Not in front of a child, honey.
He's not a child anymore.
Then, I guess I can't say no.
That's right. I'm not a child, so do as you please.
So you're awake. How are you feeling?
My soul's hurt like hell.
I'll bet they do, after all that running around.
Are you okay? Should I call a doctor?
Are you Keith's wife?
Yes, I'm Helena. It's nice to meet you. Your mother's on her way here now. You can meet her soon. I'll go tell the doctor you woke up.
Thanks.
She seems nice.
There's no seems about it. She is.
Keith, what happened with Ed?
He confessed to his father's murder. He's being questioned now. Robert's seriously injured, but he's alive. We're waiting for him to regain consciousness. Their trial will be starting soon. You might need to give some testimony. Are you up for it?
I'll be okay. I can see what happened. David.
Keith, thanks for calling me.
You're late. He just woke up now. I'll step out for a second. Take over for me.
David. Ow!
You idiot! What were you thinking? Disappearing without saying a thing.
But, I mean...
No buts. Do you know how long I was looking for you?
I caused you trouble, so I thought I shouldn't cause any more.
Didn't you realize disappearing would make me worry more? Doing something so conceited and selfish. You're like your father that way.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Let's talk a little. And don't run this time. Got it?
Okay.
Thought you quit smoking.
This is my last one.
Seems he found this in his dad's possessions. Figured he didn't need it anymore, so I took it. This is what got him to come here. You wrote this letter, didn't you?
Why do you think that?
It's your writing.
When have you seen my writing?
On the paperwork for the world's worst tour. Got a chance to see it after the fact. Why'd you write this to him? Were you trying to threaten him?
You got 1 out of 3. Yes, I'm the one who wrote that. But I didn't mean for it to be a threat. And most importantly, it wasn't addressed to Will. It was to my father. I really resented my father. I was 14 at the time. I couldn't forgive him for abandoning my frail mother. But one day, when he sent pictures of his child, I had a thought. Sure, I resented my father, but was there any reason to resent this child? You're a demon child. Someday, you'll be burning in hell for your sins. That's only the first part. But you're blessed, because you had a blessed child. Your child gave you light, showed you the way. Go on, you pitiful man. No one's going to blame you anymore. Familiar with it? It's a quote from Detective Crawford, specifically the Hanged Man episode. My father liked the show and watched it with me. I figured he would know the line, so I didn't even need to write the rest, but I did include the card as a hint. Any child should be blessed. They shouldn't be burdened with their parents' sins. These are words of celebration only he would understand. I just hesitated to write the celebratory part. It was sort of meant to be playful. I'm sure my father must have understood it. That's why he held on to it.
Why'd you call his mother?
It was about money. The money my father left before he left home. I hadn't touched it the whole time. I set aside some for my mom's funeral, but there was a lot left. Then, I remembered Will, still in junior high, so I thought he might need money soon. Shirley told me I could do what I wanted with it, too. But before that, I wanted to tell Will about her father, so I called Cindy, but she refused me. She said it was too soon to tell Will what his dad did. But I talked with Cindy again earlier, and she understood. Because when Will finds the path he wants, she doesn't want him to have to give it up because of money.
You can just take the inheritance, you know. You're bound to need it sometime, too.
It's stubbornness, plain and simple. I felt like I should support my family with the money I earn, not my father's money. Maybe in spring, I should invite him to a baseball game or something. And if I went with Will to visit his grave, I wonder what our dad would think there in the afterlife.
I'm sure he'd be happy. It's about time for Will to take off. Not going to see him off?
I talked with him plenty earlier. I'm fine.
Right. Me? I'm not sure what I'll do.
What's the matter?
It doesn't feel good keeping secrets from kids. I get the urge to tell them the truth.
I don't think telling the truth is always a good thing, especially when it's to a kid.
Guess so.
It's cold. I'll go on ahead.
Mom? Sorry for worrying you.
You're saying that now? I worry about you every day. I'm glad that I got to have a proper talk with David thanks to you. Though, leaving without a word to me, not so much. If you make dinner tomorrow, I'll forgive you. I look forward to it. The train's about to leave. Come on, quickly.
Will!
Sophie,
Good, I made it in time. You're leaving already?
I decided to go back home for now.
Ah, that's good. Did you find Pop? Oh, really? Too bad. I heard about you and David. Did you talk with him?
Yeah,
What did he say?
if it's fine with you, you can think of me as a big brother. I want to get along with you. He's so dumb. There's no good reason to have a gloomy guy like me as a little brother.
What are you saying? David said that because that's what he wants. Or is it because you don't want that?
No. It made me really happy. Sophie. Thanks for everything. For helping me out.
You should really look at people when you thank them.
Stop it! Don't touch me, you dummy!
Sorry to butt in, you two.
What is it, Mr. Keith?
I'm sorry we couldn't find your rat.
It's okay. Pop told me all the time, I'm a world-traveling super rat. Can't just sit still in one place. He stayed with me because he pitied me, but maybe he thinks better of me after this. So I'm sure Pop set out on his way. I'm guessing Pop won't come back, but maybe somewhere far away we'll meet again. It's really sad to think of it as a final goodbye, but by the time we meet again, I'll be a good man who you won't be ashamed to call his friend.
Right. That sounds good to me. Cold out here. David said once it warms up, he wants to go to a baseball game with you. So come back in spring.
Give me a call when you come visit. I'll tell you all the good places in town that aren't those creepy woods.
Okay. Thank you.
Sometimes I like to imagine the tiny little rat, his tiny little body full of big dreams, going anywhere and everywhere on his journey. Good end to tiny rat journey. Oh my god, what? I'm so confused right now. I thought the rat next to Keith was Pop, but I don't know. Maybe theory time? Theory time? What if the rat that we saw wasn't even there? It was just in Will's head the whole time. I mean, like, Pop did exist. He was actually a pet rat, but the one that we saw at the ending, this one and before Will went running, was actually just a figment of his imagination, you know? I think it's that. Because Will is always able to see certain things, so I think he saw Pops in his own sense of a way. My mind is just so blown right now, oh my god. Like, this second ending explains so much and it changed a lot of things. Oh my god. Oh my god. Overall, I gotta say, the Hangman was a fantastic game. It was a great end to the Strange Man series. A lot of people feel that they wanted more, but I don't know. In my opinion, The Hanged Man was about will, and they included all the past characters into this game, and I think they did a very well job with that. Because remember, this game is about will. It's not about the entire franchise of the series, just about will. And I think it concluded in a way that worked out. It worked out for Sophie, worked out for David especially, worked out for Keith too. Man, Yuri is such a genius. Oh my gosh, she is so amazing. She is bomb. Unfortunately, this is the last game of the Strange Man series. She does plan to make a few more side games that will refer to the Strange Man series, but in terms of full-on games, this is the last of it. Ooh, what's this? Congratulations on getting the second good ending. As a bonus, there are character files, descriptions of the other games in the series, and messages from the voice actors. Please enjoy it. Once again, thank you for playing the Hangman. Oh, we definitely gotta check this out first then. Hey guys, so we are actually in the bonus room. If you want to hear all the voice actor commentaries, I put it in the next part just because it took a long while. Maybe like 20 minutes of just people talking about their experiences and a word from them to all of us. So feel free to check that out if you want to. Otherwise, stick around for my full thoughts of The Hanged Man. So when the credits rolled, I mentioned that this game was a game itself. It's not meant to summarize the entire Strange Men series. It was a game about will. Because of that, you cannot say that the Hangman is going to be the closure for the series. It's a closure for Will and his character. To be honest, the way that it ended in this good ending too, it did justice for all of them. I overall enjoyed it, and I feel like this is a great ending for the Hanged Man. I mean, if Yuri was to create another game where they put all these characters together and all of them are each like main characters in their own sense, then yeah, I would understand that it would need a different ending. But again, this one was meant for Will, and it was a terrific ending for him and the Hanged Man game. Alright? Not the Strange Man series, but the Hanged Man game. Okay. I do have to say that this second playthrough helped me a lot with understanding the game. I do think that the rat that was in Keith's car was actual Pops, and the Pops that we saw at the very ending while Will was on the train, and the Pops that we saw as he was cheering me on to go face Ed was the imaginary form of him. Because remember, Will had that power to just see certain things, and I think that's what he saw, you know? And I'm pretty sure that the last moment was him seeing an end to him. Oh yeah, there's this one thing that this game didn't conclude, or maybe I missed it, so if someone could tell me in the comments below, then please do. But what was the thing that Rob was hiding in that room? I'll cut to it. What was Rob hiding in here? We don't know. I didn't get an explanation. Maybe you did if you found a way through, but I don't know. Somebody tell me down in the comments below, or maybe I'll watch the other bad endings, quote unquote, and maybe it'll be explained there, but I really want to know. In terms of a second playthrough to get this ending, I feel like there should have been like a few extra scenes or a few extra moments as you played the game through, because as you can see here, it's notified that it's a second play, which means if we got extra scenes, then yeah, they're expected. But just because we only got the second ending that was different, and I guess the extra scene in the demon area, I'm not 100% sure if the second playthrough was worth it, but I guess since that you were allowed to skip cutscenes, it was. It didn't make it as long as it could have been, so thank you on that, Yuri. Albeit, with that being said, I do love The Hanged Man and the Strange Man series. It was absolutely wonderful, and I can't wait to see what she comes out with next. To be honest, I didn't know that she gave out editions. Maybe if I manage to find one, I'll give an edition myself. That would be pretty fun. I did a cool cameo for Silver Creek Falls, so I definitely would not mind voice acting again for another game. Alright guys, so this was the Hangman series. Let me know what you think in the descriptions down below, because I do want to hear your thoughts on how you overall felt about the Hanged Man and the Strange Man series, because I love it. I love it so much. I can't thank these guys enough for producing it. Alright guys, take it easy, have a good one, and I'll see ya in next month's series. I think I'll actually go with the Sandman just to complete the series. No, I have seen the complete playthrough of it, but it's definitely something I want to add to the collection on my TheOdie channel. So if you're not subscribed, then feel free to subscribe and see that for next month. Alright guys, later! Did you guys realize that the moral to this story is basically to move on and grow up from our status quos? And yet, this is the last game of the Man series. Even if it is accidental. Very clever, Yuri. Very clever. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll be back next month with The Sandman.